You've heard the premise of Journey to the Savage Planet before. Humanity travels to the far reaches of space to discover weird and wonderful things. It's a tried and tested science fiction formula, but in 2020, you're going to need something unique to stand out from the crowd. In the past 3 months alone, No Man's Sky has continued to grow, and The Outer Worlds served up its own colourful corner of the universe. Borderlands 3 is in there too, but there's a little too much gun-toting mayhem to consider it a purely scientific voyage. If No Man's Sky offers unbridled exploration and The Outer Worlds is Fallout's younger, funnier brother, Journey to the Savage Planet wraps all of the above in a neat and unashamedly satirical package. It's equal parts a game about discovery and a game that comments on how everything you discover is a bit odd and gross. You're the newest recruit of Kindred Aerospace's Pioneer program, a project that has earned Kindred the title of 4th best interstellar exploration company in the cosmos. The Pioneer program shoots explorers into the galaxy in search of potentially habitable planets. Your job is to log each world's animal and plant life and look for potential threats. As the game's title suggests, your designated planet, ARY26, might not be the most hospitable. So, you'll also have to fight off anything that's overly aggressive. Finding and collecting materials forms the centre of Journey to the Savage Planet, and it just so happens that, in order to do so, you'll need to murder most things you find. You come across alien fauna and lifeforms as soon as you step outside your ship. As adorable as the wildlife is, all living things contain carbon, one of your primary materials. You can feed animals an all-in-one food mass called grob and wait for them to fart out carbon in return, but it's easier to just give them a strong backhand to the face. ARY26 is bubbling with so much weird and wonderful alien life that early on I felt pangs of guilt as I mercilessly harvested them for my own needs, especially when the game seems self-aware of the fact. Even the wildlife seems to know about my pendant for discovery followed by destruction.
It thinks you're gonna kill it. Aw, how accurate.
Your AI companion, EKO, prefers to make jokes about everything you scan rather than provide you with vital information.
Aww, it's chilly.
Proving to be about as useful as Claptrap is in Borderlands.
This is why you vaccinate your kids. It's science. It works.
You must slaughter the planet's inhabitants though, as collecting materials allows you to upgrade your existing weapons and gear. More substantial upgrades, such as a grappling hook and a jetpack-assisted double jump, require harder to find substances embedded into the story as side missions. Attaining these will unlock previously unreachable areas of ARY26, which is split into 4 biomes. While item and ability progression isn't anything new to RPGs, not least ones with saturated colour palettes that are set in outer space, Journey to the Savage Planet does well to evolve how you move through its world. Once you get familiar with the jetpack boost and upgrade the grappling hook, a new biome opens up into an expanse of floating platforms. Moving between them combines the fluid traversal of Mirror's Edge and the winding skylines of BioShock Infinite. You don't need every upgrade to progress, which is a blessing given how many things you could collect. There are a total of 100 alien goop pods which increase your health and stamina. There are 20 alien teleporters that let you fast travel between locales. There are alien logs, video recordings and field studies to conduct. And that's before you even think about resupplying your fuel reserves. Combat routinely intersects exploration to stop the game feeling like a collectathon. It's nothing to write home about, but it's substantial and at times a good challenge. You constantly wield both a weapon and an item, the latter offering a range of enhancements similar to BioShock's plasmids. Most are quirky alien renditions of standard items, like bait, bombs and poison grenades, but there are some unique entries too, including a grapple seed that creates anchor points on appropriately sticky surfaces and a gelatinous blob that creates mini trampolines to help you scale high walls. Apart from the staggering of biomes, you're left to move through ARY26 at your own pace. There are no real plot developments to hunt for, but straying away from the beaten path gives Journey to the Savage Planet more opportunity to show you its character. The game's charm stems from wanderlust, new materials merely a bonus for choosing to explore an interesting corner of the world. Of course, not all bonuses take the shape of upgrades. Return to your ship's computer regularly and you'll be asked to fill out employee satisfaction forms, rating your sense of security from great to below average. Find and eat enough orange goos, and EKO will explain that you can sustain more damage because your bones are being enveloped by alien tumours. The game is filled with self-aware nods and tongue-in-cheek quips that keep it thoroughly entertaining. EKO accidentally lets slip that respawning is creating a clone of yourself that shares your memories. You might stumble upon this previous version of yourself and can even give it a proper burial.
I suggest not staring too long. Might help to avoid a complete existential meltdown.
Kindred Aerospace assure you that your jetpack releases minimal atmospheric pollutants, but turn around and you'll find plumes of black smoke trailing in your wake. Your ship plays a constant loop of advertisements that include sanitary wipes for your brain and a quadruple vegan burger that's made from 100% stuck-up angry vegans. There's a fourth best sign stuck to the muzzle of your weapon, and even your nameless, faceless recruit finds ways to be cringe-inducingly quirky, doing hand signs when they upgrade their gloves or hit a button. And it's a small touch, very hard to notice, but I think you might play as Barry White. Do you hear that? Doesn't that sound familiar to you? There's one thing missing from Journey to the Savage Planet, and that's a soundtrack. The only musical accompaniment to your exploration is a rather tired-sounding guitar loop. Things pick up when you encounter enemies, but this has the opposite problem, the music continuing 30 seconds after you kill the last enemy. In a game focused on discovery, I can understand the decision to make the background music exactly that, in the background. The same way Minecraft and Breath of the Wild's piano medleys are just barely there. In this case though, I felt like the game was missing some musical oomph that matched the charm of its characters and environments. Other drawbacks are extremely minor, like one underwhelming mini-boss fight and some limited objective markers. The multiplayer element is fun for those looking to explore ARY26 with a friend, but it doesn't change anything in terms of gameplay, making it seem more like a last-minute attempt at improving replayability than another way to experience the game. Typhoon Studios has crafted an alien world that's thriving with life, and built a story that relishes destroying everything in it. Some collectibles may be a step too far. I collected just 32 of 100 alien goops, and felt suitably equipped to deal with enemies. And there are no hints to help you out with field research. If you're willing to go for 100% completion though, Journey to the Savage Planet will take you some 12 to 15 hours, which isn't bad for the game's $30 price tag. It might not be a grand space epic, but it's an enjoyable frolic in one peculiar little corner of space.